Hey guys, this is Debbie with Best iPhone Game, and tonight I have a new app to introduce you to. Now this one is not a game, not a utility. It's more of an entertainment app, something for you to use to have fun with and to enjoy. And basically what it is, it's using the social network Facebook to help you connect your single friends together, or matchmake in other words, so you can be your own little Cupid. So instead of using those dating services like you see online and on TV and everything that use, those long questionnaires you have to fill out and all those personality profiles and all that sort of stuff, this app is based on the idea that it's going to help people meet each other based on mutual introductions from friends that they both know. So kind of cool, very interesting, and this just basically allows you to be your own modern day Cupid. So a lot of fun. A lot of people are really into this. Also, something I want to point out before I get started: this app can be used in English. It can also be used in Chinese, Japanese, and even Spanish. So if you speak any of those four languages, then you're good to go. So let's go ahead and open it up and kind of look at it. There we go. And I'll back up here a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. And let's get it in focus a little bit more. There we go. That's pretty good. So this is the actual info screen for the app called Matchbook. And basically, I'll go ahead and read it for you in case you can't see it. It says how Matchbook for Facebook works. Basically, Matchbook for Facebook uses a variety of weighted factors such as age, location, education, appearance, interest, relationship status, personality, languages spoken, and individual preferences when suggesting a compatibility percentage between two of your friends. 2 parts technological innovation and 1 part fantastic magic are brought together by the most important final ingredient in the matching recipe, which is you. So since you know your friends best, Matchbook for Facebook lets you play Cupid and have the final say with introductions between all your Facebook friends. Thank you for choosing Matchbook for Facebook. Happy matching. So let's go ahead and look through some of these different components that are actually in the app. Now this is the info screen, which is the button right there. This is the shop one, so if we touch that, then you have the ability to buy things such as the auto match mode for 99 cents. If you want to just touch purchase here, you're good to go. You can get that. Best match button, 99 cents also. If you want to disable advertisements on the ad, on this app, 99 cents, just purchase it there. If you want to unlock everything and disable the ads too, $1.99, so that's a pretty good deal there. Restore your purchases, touch that button, and so that's all that in the Matchbook for Facebook shop. So let's go ahead and for now go to settings, and you have your choice. Now you can turn the singles only mode on or off. You can use the stay signed in, same thing, on or off, it's up to you. Silent mode, on or off. This is version 1.0. And here's some other apps you might want to check into. So all that's in the settings. If you go to profile, and I've already gone through and logged in my Facebook account and everything, got that loaded. So that's where you would basically do that there. Now once you've gone through and the first time and logged in with your Facebook account and everything, then you can go to the match. And here you have 2 settings. And basically you have the auto mode, which will do it all for you. Remember, that was one of the things that you could buy, the auto match mode. Okay, and there's also manual, so that means that you're going to have to put in a little bit of the sweat. So just take your pick, do it yourself or let the app do it for you. So 99 cents are free. So for now, we're going to go ahead and do the free. So the let me back out here just a little bit because I'm going to just kind of get over here to the side because I really don't want my friends' names to be seen so well. So we're going to take that off. And what I'm going to do, I mean, you can see the full thing, but I'm just going to kind of click here because I don't want all the names to be shown. Okay, so basically what you do is based on this, all these people that are over here, you just choose one and say, for example, choose one there. I'm going to back out to make it a little bit harder to read, okay? So you choose that one, and then you go through and you choose a second person. And then once you choose them, you hit match. And it's going to go through, and it'll give you a percentage. And you can see there it says 76% in case I just don't want the people to see the names very well. So I'm going to kind of back it a little bit. And then you can introduce them based on that factor. And if you need to erase, and let me move back in a little bit better. You can always click this little eraser thing here, and it's real easy to add people to it and to erase them off. Once you get to there, match them up. It'll either give you kind of a match like you saw there based on, you know, all that information that we were talking about earlier, or if, say, for example, it's not going to work, and you hit match, it'll tell you so-and-so isn't single. Please uncheck. So we'll take that one out. And you try the match again, and it'll tell you so-and-so isn't single, so try it again. So that's the good thing about it. So you can kind of go through your friends if you're not sure what their status is, and it'll tell you so-and-so isn't single. So anyway, so that gives you a really good idea of exactly how all that works. So again, your friends' names will be listed over here that you can just tap to choose and put there. And then over here to the side, you'll see the two that you've chosen, and then once you've chosen them, you just tap on match, and it'll tell you automatically, you know, so-and-so is not single, you know, you'll have to erase them, choose someone else. Or if they're both single, it'll show you like it did that first time where it showed the actual match. So we'll close that out for now. Now, if you decide to go for the auto mode and you purchase that right here, it's going to do it all for you. It'll go through all your Facebook friends and everything and do it for you, so you won't have to worry about going through and, you know, like we just did, so choosing one at a time, and it not work, and then have to go back erase and then go back and go back and go back and go back. It makes it a lot easier for you. So that gives you a lot of information here about Matchbook for Facebook. And this is a really cool app. If you get a chance, I really suggest you try it out, because it is a lot of fun. And especially if you're not quite sure of your friend's status, you know, and you're doing it on Matchbook, on Facebook, as far as like manual or whatever. If you do it on manual, it'll tell you pretty quick, you know, so-and-so's not single, try again. But if you do it on auto, the app's going to handle it all for you. So give it a try for yourself. And again, this is Matchbook for Facebook. It's a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy it. Give it a try and bring out your own inner Cupid and see what you can do for your single friends who are looking for some new people to meet. It could be an interesting chain of events for you. Anyway, this is Debbie with Best iPhone Games. I really do suggest you guys try this out for yourself and see what you come up with. Who knows? You guys have a good day. Thanks a lot.